Hey y'all, what's good? What's up? Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Hold on, I need to catch my breath, girl, because it's early for me. But I've been running around, so. But anyway, so you guys know by the title, this is to Get Ready With Me. Let's chit chat. And I'll be doing my makeup because I know a lot of you, if you started with me and you started with this channel, I used to do makeup tutorials all the time back in the day. Those are no longer on my channel for numerous of reasons. But yeah, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna talk and sip some coffee. We're gonna get in real to it. We'll get in the real to it. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face, and child, that ain't nothing but coconut oil. It ain't no splish splash dib and dab of anything too special. It's just coconut oil and chapstick. Now I was gonna go to dark to light. Okay, whatever. I like to do my makeup pretty fast, which this is going to be a learning lesson for me, because learning to talk and do it at the same time, tell you guys what I'm wearing, I don't know, I'm just so used to doing it that it's just I can do it in like 10-15 minutes. So I'm going in with some Stila, and you guys, the reason why I like to use this color, this is actually the darkest color they have, but I like to use this color because it blends in with my undertones. My undertones are like orangey reddish. So, but yeah, if I feel like it, if y'all really want it, I'll leave it in the leave everything that I'm wearing in the description box below, just in case you want to get your little tea, you know, pick up what. It's early, girl, it's early. But I'm just gonna talk and, you know, let's just chat and wake up together. Ooh. So what I really wanted to talk about was the aspect of, oh, don't tell me you forgot, girl. I know what it is, but I can't remember exactly how I stated it. Let me see, girl. Child, you were just a mess today. It's early, so it's loud. Oh, how deep can one person get before they feel like they're drowning? And it's definitely a metaphor in a sense, but I definitely use it in the literal sense too, because how I meant for that statement was, how deep can one's conversation go about themselves? And I'll explain that in detail in just a second. So a lot of times when you talk about yourself, or you almost get fearful of going too deep. At least for me, I get fearful of going too deep. Now, I am a deep intellect. I like having deep conversations, not all the time, because sometimes, girl, it's just draining, and it's like, do we gotta talk about the depths of the water today, or can we talk about the rainbow of the sky today, you know? So going deep every single time sometimes can be draining, but when you've gone so deep that you don't even realize, or you don't even recognize yourself, you know, that's the aspect where I call it drowning. Because now you're face to face with yourself, you're face to face with your reality, and it almost scares you. And the reason why I brought that even into statement is from this time where I went to the beach vacationing. This was years ago, years before I have the people in my company now. So went on vacation, I think it was like freshman year of college, so it was a while ago. Not too long ago, I ain't that old. But a while ago, to say the least. And I went out to the depths of the waters, right? And I'm a swimmer, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, you know, and I didn't go alone, right? I went with this other person. Not gonna say their name because it's not needed. But went out to the depths of the ocean with this person. I didn't go, you know, where the sharks swam, but I did go where the water started, where the sand started to dip. And when the sand started to dip, I was like, okay, this feels different, but it's not uncomfortable. And then the wave took me a little bit deeper, girl. And this could be girl or boy, I apologize for my pronouns. But yeah, the wave took me, child. And the other person, well, let me back up. So the wave took me, and I'm literally like, I'm like, okay. But then I tried to step down. I tried to put my foot down, and I realized my foot could no longer touch the ground. And it wasn't even like in a safe point where it could touch the ground. You know how you can barely touch the ground and sometimes that's a safe point for you? I didn't even reach a safe point. So my foot is barely, not even barely, it's no longer on the ground. I'm basically treading water at this point. But the wave kept taking me back and back. So I was like, okay, now it's time to tread doggy paddle, because you're literally about to, you know, go under. And I was doggy paddling for the longest time, and you know, I couldn't even screech the word help, because that's how, if I felt like if I would have talked, like the water was literally up to here, and I felt like if I would have talked, I would have swallowed water, and I couldn't stand up to spit it out. So I was like literally fighting for my life. And as I was fighting for my life, you know, if you're out on the beach with a friend or whomever, you guys are always in close knit. You're paying attention to each other to some degree. And this person literally walked right past me. And when I tell you walked right past me, walked in my preview and kept walking. Well, swimming, treading, whatever. And I'm literally, and so when I saw that, that was definitely a wake-up call for me, because it was like, oh, okay, now I'm about to be in this ocean by myself. It's either sink or swim. And with doing that, I was like, so eventually I was like, okay, Janae, like, you're literally about to drown. You need to start swimming, doing something, because you can't yell for help. Nobody is in your preview right now. Nobody can see you. So I took to my instinct, and I just went under the water and I started swimming. That's the only way I could swim. I can swim above water, but not as far as I want to, and not as forcefully as I want to, especially when the waves are that clashing together that much. So yeah, I had to swim under the water. So I just stuck my head under and started swimming until I finally reached to where I can touch the sand. And I was like, praise God. Because that was a very fearful moment for me. And child, from that day on, I knew not only to protect myself, but to protect my energy. And that's one of the reasons why I never get too deep with people. It can be my closest, bestest friend, and I feel like I can't even swim with them because I feel like I'm gonna drown. And I know I look at life and I look at my perception of that event very deeply, but it was because it was a very scareful moment for me. Like, if at any point that I had given up and said, you know what, nobody's here, nobody can see me, nobody can hear me, and stopped doggy paddling, I would have drowned in that moment. And you know, people would have been searching, you know, the whole extensive mile. So that's why for me it's like, it's very scary to trust people that far out into the water that far with your mind. And to some degree, you know, you want to be able to express yourself, because when you get deep enough in conversation, you start to notice things about yourself that you didn't notice by yourself, because translating your emotions, your energy, and letting people reciprocate that in different ways is meaningful, sometimes distracting, sometimes comforting to you, and at the same time it also can be liberation. But it feels uncomfortable to be going so deep into your emotions, so deep into your intellect, so deep into your feelings, that you're like, oh, I am vulnerable right now, and at any point somebody says a trigger word, I could possibly crack, I could possibly drown or sink. And I don't like the feeling of sinking, I don't like the feeling of drowning, and I don't like the feeling of being uncomfortable with myself. Because so many times throughout life, I sacrifice my feelings, I sacrifice my comfort to make someone else feel comfortable, to satisfy someone else's needs. And I told myself this long time ago, no longer will I do that, because I'm not happy, I'm no longer happy, and I'm no longer satisfied with who I am. And if I can't be satisfied with me, and I'm this person, this spirit, living in this human experience, living in this body, how challenging will it be for me to go through life if I don't know self? So yeah, definitely an eye-opener, definitely something I look at as like a gift and a curse, because people think that the events throughout life are just events throughout life. They have no meaning. Some things are just very watered down, that it doesn't have to have a meaning. But I look at everything as a sign, or as a gift, or as a lesson, because if I'm not always learning, then somewhere I'm gonna fall short. Somewhere I'm gonna swim so far to where I can't pedal back, and now my mind is gone, now my experience is gone, now my spirit has left my body, and I can't recollect who I am. And it all, and this is definitely surrounding self a lot. But that's strictly because I've battled with self a lot in my past, a lot now, not a lot now, but I still, you know, go through things where it's like I have to check myself, I have to reassure myself. I can't always ask for validation and confirmation in other people. But I will say that even though I went through that experience, and it took me a while to heal from that, because that was around the time where I, you know, was seeking friendship, seeking fellowship, and couldn't find it, trying to seek things that I like about myself and other people, couldn't find it, and then realized that's the problem. You can't speak your love language to other people and expect them to speak the same internal love language. It's completely mind-blowing to try to do that. However, you can speak in a way where it's, you know, love is universal, right? But love can be blurred if not read correctly. So instead of me trying to seek friendship and fellowship in other people, I should have been seeking that. Well, not should have, because when you're naive, you don't know what you should do. But of course, like the good saying, if I know now what I knew then, it would have been totally different. But that's the good part about it, is that I'm able to reflect and able to sit down with myself and say, you know what, girl, sometimes you're gonna get deep in the waters, you're gonna reach the depth of the waters, but what are you gonna do? Are you gonna tread lightly? Are you gonna doggy paddle your way to shore? Or are you gonna push and swim like the beautiful mermaid spirit that you are? You know, how forceful can you be with your emotions to push them through to where you are seen by yourself, to where you are heard by others, and to where you can listen to the messages and answers received, projected by God or the universe or anyone else you believe in. Definitely a learning lesson, definitely something I always take with me, because I'll just never forget it. And now that I've kind of healed from that, not kind of, I've healed from that in a way, yeah, but healing from it is almost if you're scared to start it back up again. It's almost if you're scared to test the waters again. It's almost if you're scared to go out deep into that ocean and swim and float and whatever, because if I get too deep with myself, you know, what will happen? And of course you don't know till you try, but girl, I'm not about to test death. Not if I can control my actions, you know? But it's one of those things where it's like, what I'm learning, how can, you know until you try. And that's one thing I credit, you know, my mom for, and I credit my best friend for, because they're so patient with me and they listen to me in different ways. You know, my mom's very gentle. She listens, and I could be stuttering and mumbling and my voice could be cracking over my words, but she just listens. And of course, you know, that's what a mom is for. But and I thank her for that, you know, because at times I'm still learning myself, and I'll forever be learning myself. But sometimes when God puts you in the face of your problems, or in the face of adversity, or in the face of who you once were, and it's now pushing you to go forward to become even better or even greater, shocks the hell out of you. It does. It does. Because you're like, okay, you know, I know this is my mom, but can I really say this to her? Because I'm listening too. You know, she's not just her listening to what I'm saying, I have to hear it as well. And then with my best friend, it's like, you know, yes, trust is there, but how will I look if I say this? Or how will I, you know, because sometimes we like to be so strong that we like to be strong and let our presence be strong and let not anybody see us in our vulnerable moments, or not to where we're literally about to shatter. But then there comes a time where you have to be honest with yourself and being, oh y'all, let's take a pause. Did she just do her brows and talk at the same time? Can we get a like for that? Go ahead and smash that like button. Thank you. Yeah, so it comes a time, like I was saying, where how vulnerable can you get? How vulnerable do you want to be with people, with yourself? And some people say, well, Janae, maybe you just need to spend more time with yourself and really like journal those feelings and really connect and question yourself as you're journaling, you know, to figure out, okay, like why do I think this way, or why am I so fearful of going this deep, you know, when I have people around me that are watching how far I go, you know, or not bypassing me. I may not even have to speak for help, but if I do and water gets into my mouth, they will see me and they will rescue me and they will pull me up out of the depths of the water, and they will pull me out of my feelings, or they will pull me up to a place where it's like, okay girl, are you losing your mind, or do you just need to heal? You know, and it's not even that a harsh question as, are you losing your mind, but bring into that, what am I trying to say? Bring into that awareness that, okay, like, where are you right now? Are you literally about to flip and go off, you know, off board and, you know, talk about some astrological type stuff, or, you know, really blow my mind right now? So, or are you just, you know, experimenting with your thoughts? And it's good to always check in with friends or family like that, so that they can know how to save you, or how to rescue you, or how to pull you up out of, you know, what you're feeling. So that way, if you do go too deep and you start flipping, like, okay, where am I? You know, I went too deep, but I can't even now recognize my reality. Are you this person you say you are? You know, really start to question the people you're around. Then they will know, okay, now it's time for me to reel her back in, because she's gone too far that she doesn't even recognize who I am. And she doesn't recognize that this is a safe place for her. Ooh. Girl, child, knowing that you have a safe place in a friend or a family member, biggest blessing. Fearful, of course, but it truly is the biggest blessing. It really is, because, you know, we need it. As much times we try to run from it, we need someone to pull us back in every now and then. So I'm gonna use this thing to do my under eye, because chill, honey, chill, we just about to get up close. You about to, I can't even do that, because okay. Ooh, cute, cute. Okay, so I actually put on some blue mascara, and it's from Urban Decay. I don't know if they still have this. I got this like a few years ago. This is how it looks. You can see it. Come on. So the hand thing is not working. Okay, there it goes. It has two sides, one cream, one glitter. I don't like to use the glitter side as much because it's hard to get off. Trying to make sure, like, what else I need to do. Okay, dots. I've been adding like dots to my feminine energy lately. It just gives me life. I don't know. So let's see where I want to add them today. Maybe. I'll be right back. Let me add my earrings. Y'all look so good. I ain't even finished yet. Hold on. Yes, I'm feeling it. So to complete this look, I'm gonna go in with some J Finesse Beauty lip liner, Moonlit Nights number 5, and I'm going to go in with a gloss number 13, Leave a Message, just because it kind of goes with my outfit, you know. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Y'all can't tell me this ain't looking scrumptious. Boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. So yeah, y'all, I'm concluding this Get Ready With Me chit chat. Hope you enjoy this type of thing. If you like my makeup tutorials, please show this video love and like this video. It would mean so much to me, because I haven't done makeup tutorials in a while, and getting back into it is kind of like familiar but unfamiliar territory, because, you know, it's just one of those sparks that you gotta create. And also, if you like what you heard and you were listening and you took a few notes, let me know the notes that you took down in the comment section below. Something that stood out to you, something that you resonated with, and anything that could help someone like myself or like you even, you know, get over that fearfulness of drowning. Get over that fearfulness of going out into the deep end and, you know, having a sink or swim moment. whether that's in your thoughts or in your actual reality. Thank you guys so much for listening and, you know, just coming with me today and joining. Anyway, girl, you always be doing this and you can't even get your words out. Okay. I just want to say thank you. That's what I'm really trying to say. And I really appreciate you guys today for joining. It happened. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. I hear you and I kindly stand with you. Show this video love. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and share this video with someone who may need it, because we need more love in this world. All right? Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Is makeup good? Oh shoot, girl, you look phenomenal. Hello, somebody.